Right, mate, just passport. Yeah. Thank you. Do you know when people save champagne for a special occasion? Well, I don't really know why, because not a single person on this earth could possibly actually enjoy champagne. But I have this. I've been saving this bottle for a special occasion. It may appear to be a regular bottle of water, but check this out. You're not going to believe this. And this is a new bottle as well. I've had this for about 2 weeks, so it's not well old. Look at the lid. Look at the lid! It's come off, all the way off. There's no hinge. Oh, the nostalgia. Would you join me here today at the port of Dover, because we're about to set sail across to Calais, and from there we're heading down through Europe. Now, the only real plan that I have is, well, about a year ago, something like that, I saw a female van lifer. I don't know who she was. I hadn't seen her videos before that, and I haven't seen any since, so I can't tell you the name of the channel. But basically, she was parked up on a nice looking beach in Greece. Now, I know that it's not the best sort of weather at this time of year to go looking for a beach in Greece, but hopefully down there it's a little bit better than it is here. So that is basically my entire plan. I want to head to that beach in Greece. I looked on the map and Greece is next door to Turkey, so I might also pop across there. But other than that, there are zero plans. I don't like planning. In fact, planning is the enemy of adventure. God, that's a pretty good phrase, actually. I should get that written on a hoodie. I'm like a quote machine. Somebody stop me. You might remember last time I went away, my van was an absolute state when I was at the docks, but this time we are clean as a whistle. I've already put everything away. A wardrobe full of clothes. I've got more clothes in there, underwear, all sorts of stuff going on, and we are ready set for the adventure. This is Sunny, by the way. So my friend Janine, who some of you might know from previous videos, in fact she's the one who laced this van with all those little pigeons, to which I found about 50, by the way, so there's probably still a couple more knocking about somewhere. But anyway, she got me Sunny the bee because she knows I love bees. So Sunny will be joining us for the duration of this trip. I am absolutely starving. It looks like there's food options on 2 of these decks, so I'm going to find something to eat, and then I can look at the route and see where we're headed today. If I was to tell you right now that I had not just been conned, I would be classed as a liar. 18 quid that fish and chips just cost me, and it wasn't even that great. And then to top it off, I went to the vending machine thinking I'll get a nice little snack. A Snickers, £2.50. But anyway, the ship has now set sail. I just had a quick look at the route, and it looks like we are going to be going through Austria, which is good because it's going to be like Switzerland, I'm guessing, and that was one of my favourite countries. So I put Austria into the sat nav, and that today is going to take us through Belgium. So once we get off of this currency-sucking beast of a ship, that is where we shall be heading to find a park up for the night. We have officially entered France. So I put the route into the sat-nav, and it looks like it's taken us past Brussels in Belgium. So I was thinking we'll just go and park there, but luckily I looked it up, and they got like a ULEZ zone similar to London, and it looks like I'd have to pay 35 euros just to enter Brussels. So I'm going to go a little bit beyond that to another park up that I found on Park for Night, but it is 3.5 hours away. So right now I'm just going to get some miles under my belt. Well, actually I'm not wearing a belt, to be honest. I've got joggers on. I'm going to get some miles under my drawstring, and I'll catch up with you guys when we get there. I've parked up, and I'm pretty sure I am going to stay here. Just got to check the parking signs and all that sort of stuff. But we are parked pretty close to the road here. In fact, before I forget, let's put the old wing mirror in. It's currently 6:30 PM UK time, 7:30 here. I left my house at 10 AM, which means I've been travelling today for 8.5 hours. I'm absolutely knackered. There does appear to be some sort of mad fun fair going off over there. I'm just going to walk over in that direction. I'm trying to find something to eat real quick, but I don't want to leave the van too long. I haven't checked out anything about this area. I don't know if it's safe or anything. Yeah, the fun fair is over the road, but it does cost money to go in there. So I think tonight I'm just going to head back to the van and put a ready meal in the microwave. So these parking spots here were the original ones that I was trying to get to, right next to some sort of canal. But when I drove past, they were all taken, so I've parked over the road on the other side there. Oh, look at the goodness. Wait, what even is this? It is sweet chili chicken with rice. So it turns out this is not free parking here at all. Well, it is right now, so I can sit and eat this happily. But in the morning from 8 AM they start charging €3 per hour. And after the fish and chips incident on the boat earlier, I don't really want to be overpaying for things, especially not this early on the trip. So I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to head out of this sort of busy town area, find somewhere a bit quieter that's free to park for the night, and then tomorrow we will go exploring. I'll do some research tonight and I'll figure out where. But I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest, because this trip, like the first, don't know, 3-4 days, I just want to burn down towards Austria. I'm not really bothered about exploring these areas up here too much. Once we get to Austria, I'll slow things down a bit. I'll do a little bit of driving each day and explore all the different countries en route. But I don't even know why I was planning on going to Brussels earlier. For starters, I don't like busy, well-known tourist spots. And second, well, I don't like sprouts. Okay, let's move on. Hopefully we have more success with park up number 2. Right, this is more like it. Looks like one of those air things. I'm pretty sure it is, which means it's just a free parking spot for people to get some rest. This will do me nicely, thank you very much. I've gone for the diagonal option. Obviously you have got some sort of motorway over there, but when I'm in the van I can't hear any of that, and I've got a nice little space here, no one next to me. So I think what I'm going to do is get a little bit of rest tonight, or a little bit of rest as it were, and I'm going to do a bit of research as well as to if there's anywhere around here that we can explore in the morning, and then from there we can crack on with the journey ahead. I am well looking forward to going to bed tonight because I've made an addition to my van. Well, it's an old addition, but I've brought it back in. The old heated mattress protector. Having a diesel heater is amazing, especially for like all day long when you're in here doing stuff. But just for sleeping, the electric blanket is a game changer. You can't beat it. It's so nice to sleep in that thing. Right, I've made an executive decision about the trip. So, free park-ups aren't usually in the right places where you can then get up and go and explore, or explore and then go to bed. Because free park-ups are usually in the middle of nowhere like this. But on this trip, I want to do a lot of exploration of the areas that I'm in. I don't just want to be driving through everywhere. So, I'm going to give in and do what I never usually do. And I think I'm going to start getting campsites. I mean, well, at first, I'll always check if there's free park-ups in the area. But when I get to the nicer places like Austria, and I don't know what's beyond that, to be honest with you, but I am going to look for campsites because you can rock up, leave the van there and just go about all day exploring, not having to worry about anything, and it's so much simpler. So that is the new executive decision. Right now I'm going to offload some of the footage onto my laptop, then I'm going to do a bit of research to see what is in this local area, and then I'm going to get me some sleep. Good morning, folks and folkinos. Don't you worry, I have discovered a plan. Had a pretty nice sleep in the van, to be honest with you. Nice and empty, there's only a few vehicles down the end there. But the plot has been formulated. Are you ready for this? Brace yourselves. Worms for lunch. Now don't worry, I'm not about to wolf down an earthworm, but I was looking on the map last night and I found a location and it's literally called Worms. Do I need to say any more? I've done no research on it whatsoever, but it's called Worms. So obviously, that is where we're heading today. Now the thing is, it is another 3.5 hours away, but again, I don't mind that because it gets us one step closer to Austria. So without further ado, let's hit the road. I've done about half of the journey so far. I've seen, what the hell is that? Get the hell off my van! I saw a sign for some local cuisine. Oh, by the way, we've crossed over into Germany. I had no idea. Not only is it €1 to use the toilet in there, which is a bit of a joke when you're a paying customer, but also there's some mad robot just knocking about, barging into people. Unbelievable. But we do have the local German cuisine. I've only got something small because I may eat again in Worms, but I just wanted to try out what a Mackie D's was like over here. It looks exactly the same, if you ask me, but it's worth a try. To be fair, that is actually about 10% better than the UK version. Next stop, Worms. We've officially arrived in Worms. I'm not quite sure what to make of this place. It's like some of it looks really nice and then some of it looks a little bit sketchy. But there's nothing to report from the journey here other than the fact that at some point I appeared to be driving through a cloud. But this is where I have parked at the moment. I certainly don't trust leaving the van under this bridge for long. But look at that. It's like I'm an actual troll though, just living under a bridge. Maybe I will just literally take up residence right here. Whilst we're here, we might as well walk up these steps and take a look. But the time is currently 3:30 PM. I have no idea how it's gotten that late. I think it's because the sat-nav tells you the time's going to be a certain amount to get somewhere. But in reality, the speed limits are a lot higher over here. So if you drive at regular speeds like I have been in the Pigeon, because obviously it is not a Ferrari, then it's going to take you longer than the sat-nav predicts.
I'm not English, so you're English.
I am English.
Englishman. Where are you from?
Near London. You've been fishing?
Mate, yeah, of course.
You had any luck?
Got nothing.
You caught nothing?
Nothing.
Well, here we are, upon the river's edge. It's quite a nice river, to be honest. It's massive. Let's go up one more level and see what's up here. I don't know if these guys were fishing from up here. They couldn't have been. It's well high up. That's obviously the road going across there through that tunnel. In fact, let's go up this way and have a look at it. She is an absolute beast. The old Pigeon down there in the distance. Yeah, apart from the questionable building that I saw on the way in here, this place is actually pretty decent. Everyone's been putting padlocks on this bridge, look. They do this in Amsterdam. It's young couples in love, look. O and L. L plus L plus L? 3 of them? That's a bit of a questionable situation they must be in. Alright, let's get back down to the van because around the corner I did actually see a bit for motorhomes. It's probably going to cost money, but it's worth checking it out because then I might be able to go and explore the heart of Worms. See you later, mate. I was just driving back up to the other one and I appear to have found this place. I've got no idea what it is. It's just like a massive open space. I don't know whether it's a car park or what. There's like some swinging barrier thing on the entrance as well, so if they do shut that, I might get stuck in here. So let's get out of this one just in case, and then we'll head over to the first one that I saw earlier. There it is in here, so let's just have a little look-see. Hopefully it's cheap or free. I mean, the chances of that happening are pretty much zero, but it's worth a look, right? There appears to be some sort of paying machine over here, but I'm pretty sure that's just for electricity. Oh yeah, look, so it's 10 amp, €1 per 3 stundens. I mean, I don't need any stundens, to be honest with you. Well, €1 for 6 stundens over that side. But there's no instructions for the people that just don't need any stundens. What is a stunden? Using nothing but my internal knowledge, I've translated this sign. Definitely didn't use Google Translate, but it says that I can pay just €6 to park here, which is perfect. Right, we have a problem. This thing only takes coins. New plan, I'm going to go and risk parking under the bridge so that we can have a little wander about, check out the area, and if it is really nice, I can find €6 and come back here for the night. New plan number 2, or 2.5 possibly. I found a new parking place. It appears to be completely free, no signs, no nothing. I don't have the slightest clue where I'm headed, but I'm going to walk across this massive expanse of nothingness because I've got a feeling. I don't know about you guys, but if I was a worm, personally, I would get really drunk with all my other worm mates and we could all do shoelace impressions. Oh look, that is the bridge bit that we were under earlier. Some of these buildings are pretty impressive, I'll tell you that. But it does turn out that we are on the outskirts of Worms. Now, when I was scanning around the map, I found a TK Maxx. And TK Maxx is always in the thick of it. It's always right in the middle of places. So I reckon if we head there, we're going to locate the centre. Some of these streets is literally like you step back in time. Look at that. It's like all cobbly sort of stones on the road. We appear to be in the centre now. In fact, what is that up there? I believe that is a TK Maxx sign. There's one empty hanger in my wardrobe in the van, so it would have been rude if I did not make a cheeky little purchase in TK Maxx. And now I've come out the other side to the shopping centre and I appear to be in the square. I mean, where else in the world are you going to see a massive sign that just says Worms? You are not going to believe what is in front of me. This is going to bring back some memories for a lot of people. Check out the name of this shop. Unbelievable. Oh, how I missed that place. What a legendary shop that was. Looking at the overall map of the journey so far, we appear to have made a fair bit of progress since yesterday morning. which means hopefully in the next episode we will be able to enter Austria and get some pretty incredible scenery. Fingers crossed the weather's going to hold out for us. But as for this particular episode, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a bit of a rushed journey so far, but we will be getting to the good stuff very soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and as always, if you're not already subscribed, hit that button, and I will catch you next week.